This is the Falcon Northwest Tiki. It's an ultra-compact gaming PC with more than a few tricks under the hood. Our review model features an Intel Core i7-8700K processor, an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti graphics card, 32 GB of RAM, and a 2 TB SSD, all for the not very low price of $3,500. So let's take a look at the performance and design and see if it's worth such a steep price. Just looking at the Falcon Northwest Tiki, it's immediately apparent this isn't your average gaming PC. It isn't just a brightly colored PC, it features an automotive paint job that gives the whole exterior a unique sense of depth. Up close and under bright lights, the paint becomes luminescent and a little metallic, sparkling like a sports car in the summer. But be careful, the automotive paint job behaves exactly like an actual car's paint job. It can chip and scratch much easier than cheap plastic or even normal coated steel PC cases can. And there's also another unfortunate side effect, the smell. It's not noticeable unless the Tiki is in a closed room with poor ventilation or if you get really close to it, but it's definitely there. The Falcon Northwest Tiki features all the ports you'd expect out of a gaming PC, with a standard I/O plate in the back and a couple extra USB ports up top alongside the vertically oriented optical drive. Everything is easy to reach and right where you'd expect it, with one tiny exception. When you try to use either USB port on top, you're basically pushing the whole I/O panel into the computer. It's not a good look. It was a little disappointing, but nowhere near a deal breaker. This is still an exceptionally well-built computer in every other respect. The internals in the Tiki are arranged with precision. Everything's carefully fitted together because there's not a lot of room in there. The water cooling unit on the processor has just enough slack to comfortably let down the side, and the cable management is tight, efficient, and purposeful. The Falcon Northwest Tiki features an 8th generation Intel Core i7-8700K processor. Unlike its i7 predecessors in the 6th and 7th generations, the i7-8700K is a 6-core processor rather than a quad-core processor. That means for this CPU generation, Intel has decided to cram more cores onto the chip instead of just speeding up the cores that are there. The i7-8700K does an excellent job of keeping up with you during everyday productivity tasks. The nice thing about the GeForce GTX 1080 is that it's almost always an impressive graphics card. No matter what system it's in, this little thing will run just about any game at max settings, and just about any resolution too. For gaming, it's hard to do better than the 1080 Ti, and the Falcon Northwest Tiki demonstrates that beautifully. At 4K, for instance, we saw an average frame rate of 74 frames per second in Battlefield 1 at max settings, and an even more impressive 143 frames per second at 1440p with all the settings maxed out. Without recapping all of our tests, it's safe to say that the Falcon Northwest will be able to devour just about any game you throw at it. It's pretty rare that the warranty for a gaming PC is noteworthy, but the Falcon Northwest Tiki is an exception. It comes with a standard 3-year limited warranty covering manufacturer defects, parts, and labor. You also get 1 year of Falcon overnight service, which means that if at any point your system develops a serious hardware issue that can't be solved via technical support, Falcon will pay to have your PC shipped overnight to the Falcon repair facilities and then overnighted again to get it back to you in a timely manner. That's pretty impressive and definitely above and beyond what you get going with bigger manufacturers like Dell or HP. Alright, so it's clear this PC is powerful, good looking, and features some best-in-class tech support. Even with the downsides we encountered, it's hard not to recommend the Falcon Northwest Tiki. At $3,500, you definitely get what you paid for. It's an exceptionally well-built machine that can outperform most of its competitors with ease.